Welcome back to Farming Simulator 2017 with the Rude Man. And we were finishing up a harvest. Let's get back at it. And let's see. This is field number 1. So let's continue on with this. And we were getting ready to fertilize here, and I can't remember whether it was ready to be fertilized. So let's take a look, see if it is. Before we do, though, let's... well, I don't know how full that was. We'll let it go. Alright, so let's take a look here. Did I have a course set up for field number 5 for fertilization? Let's take a look. Field number 5. No, we didn't. Don't know if I need one. Let's hire a worker and see what happens. I think everything's going to be okay here. I think this is the second one, is it? Or the third one? Take a look at the map. Let's see. Fruit types, growth. It is in the... Where is it? It's in the final growth stage. So let's look at the fertilization stage. And... okay, this will be the last fertilization. Number 2 has been fertilized twice, and I think it's ready to harvest, actually. 14. What's the growth stage on 14? Okay, it's 14's still in the first growth stage, so we're going to have to wait until it grows out a little bit before we do our next fertilization. Moving along, I was hauling the canola to the train station because at the time that was the highest price for canola. I don't know if that's true now or not. So we'll take a look at that, see what the price of canola is. Bakery. It's higher now at the bakery, and it's going up. So I may have to get that stuff back from the train station. That's not really a problem, though. So we'll wait and see. Boy, it really is going up. Let's take this guy to the train station. And the bakery's in town. I think that I've got a course set up for the bakery, but I don't recall. Let's see about that. Alright, let's see. Grain transport. To the bakery. Grain sales, main farm to the bakery. Grain sales, the farm silo to the bakery. What's the difference? I kind of messed up that way, didn't I? Is that the same thing? I would think it was. So it's not a big problem. I can haul it from here if I remember where the bakery's at. Let's see. Bakery. Oh, wow. It's way over there. No problem. No problem. It's such a small map. It looks like it's a long ways away, but it's not. It's not that far. Is the bakery, isn't that the one where I had to do the course with the back up? And that's why there's two of them, I think. I made one that, well, I don't remember. I think I made one that wasn't quite right, and I had to redo it. I probably did and didn't erase the one, maybe. Okay, we're going to take advantage of that price. Because that was a pretty good price. Which was $12.95. Yeah, it's better. It isn't going to last. You know, people kind of get tied up in their own little world. I was thinking about that the other day when I made mention in one of my videos about how it's being cold here where I live. Well, you know, to be accurate, it doesn't get that cold where I live. If we get a week or two of freezing weather a year, that's about average. We just don't get real cool weather. We don't get real hot weather either. It's just pretty moderate here. So I was complaining. I wasn't really complaining. I was just pointing out that, hey, where I live, it's a little chilly today. You know, it's way down in the 40s. And somebody made a comment that, oh my God, that's a heat wave. You know, you ought to try where I'm living. It's 30 below, you know. And that's what I mean. You know, we kind of get stuck on our own little world. And I didn't mean it like, you know, oh my God, I'm complaining. I'm just pointing out that it's, you know, here where I live, it's a little chilly for us today. You know, it's a fact. It wasn't necessarily that I was complaining. I wasn't. As a matter of fact, I like cold weather, so I wish it did. I wish we did get more snow and cold weather. Now, I don't know which one of these is the one that I did. Let me choose this and then take a look at it. Uh-oh, I've got two courses now. Let me get rid of that. Let me choose that again. To the bakery, and then let's look at it. Okay, let's try this and see if it works. One of them, this is the last one. I would guess if I had to do it twice, the last one would be the good one. So let's find out. Now, I suppose my workers are sitting here doing nothing. Who'd we have on the combine anyway? Scorpion! I haven't talked to Scorpion forever. I should try to get a hold of him. Alright, we're going to head over to field number 2 now. I didn't get a chance to do any more missions on my neighbors' farms. I've actually not been playing a lot of games lately. At all. So I kind of slowed down on game playing. Get back in the swing of it one of these days, perhaps. Alright, do I have a course set up here for Field 2? Well, let's find out. Okay, Field 2. Straw, plow, fertilize, grain to silo, plow, straw. I don't. Why not? Weird. Well, let's make one. I want to make one because if I do... Well, of course, I don't know if it makes any difference. There's no straw on this one. I don't have to pick up straw. And I'm going to be getting a different header here one of these days. Let's just hire a worker and see what happens on this. Alright, here we go. Okay, so let's check on our other guy here, see how he's doing. Obviously, he hasn't gotten there yet. It's a long way to Tipperary, I tell you what. I hate when that happens. You guys have that happen on your Windows machines? Where it drops a peripheral and you hear that doo-doo-doo-doo. It's like the Twilight Zone. You know, that saying doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh God, what happened? I hate it. Especially when I'm recording, because I don't know what it was that shut down. Was it my, was it something I'm not using that's running in the background? Is it my program that I'm actually using to record the sound? Because if it is, now I'm screwed. All right, let's see if this is going to work. I'm not driving. This is the course doing this. Hopefully, if this is the one that I did last, it should be the one that's working. One of them I did, and I didn't back up far enough. Well, I'm going to spin the camera around, though. And it's still Courseplay running, so... Yeah, one of them I did, I remember, and I didn't pull back far enough. Okay, this one's working. I should have pulled back a little farther. But I won't always have this very small trailer either. Alright, it worked. It worked. So, since it did work, let me go in here and actually delete the other one. Grain Farm Silo. Grain Farm Silo to Bakery. Grain Sales Main Farm to Bakery. Yeah, I'll get rid of that one. Oh, it's not going to let me because I'm using it. Alright. Let's see if I can do it with this one. Let's see if I can get rid of it here. There we go. Alright. See, let's get rid of that course. Run over here, and I don't know if I've got a course for field number 2. Oh, by gosh, I should. Let's see. Brian Wheeler's running the combine over here. We got Pat Pearson is selling my grain. Speaking of such, what did the price do? Okay, the price is still going up, even though I sold the canola. Cool. Sweet. Okay, this guy's done. Let me check that field and make sure everything worked hunky-dory on it. Growth pattern, fertilization, all's good. Alright, sweet. Let's go back home. I'm going back home again. Home again, jiggity jig. I was watching a YouTube page the other day where a guy's doing a... Well, actually, was it YouTube? Yeah, I think he was. I think he was live streaming on YouTube. I was thinking maybe it was a Twitch, but no, now that I think about it, it wasn't. It was a YouTube live stream. I was laughing. The guy's in his 40s and was complaining about how old he was. I just laughed my ass off. Alrighty, let's see. What do we do now? Let's go check and see how this feels doing. Yeah, I told you in the last episode I didn't reseed the cane, the sugar cane. I'm not gonna. It was a pain. I mean, it was a pain. I didn't like it at all. It was kind of fun using that equipment just because it's like old manual type equipment. But oh my God, I didn't even get all the sugar cane. I got tired of doing it and just plowed it under because I was tired of it one row at a time. So I'm waiting till I get enough money to buy equipment that I can do at least more than one row at a time. Let's see, that other trailer's coming back. Let me make sure it's got canola to pick up. While I'm waiting for the combine to fill. The combine is almost full. It's 95%. Let me dump this real quick. Oh, too late. Oh, too late. Too late, too late, too late. Kool-Aid, Kool-Aid, Kool-Aid. Let's take this guy. And let's what are we gonna do? Let's just stop the driver. We'll leave the course in it. Take him out to the field. Get that combine going. Take shortcut here. I know there's no fence here. Well, I'm hoping there's no fence there. I knew there wasn't. Let me make sure I'm getting all the grain. I don't like it when the combines take off before they're empty. Sometimes they'll do that. Alrighty, there he goes. Let's see, where was my shortcut? Right here. Careful, I'm going to find a fence I didn't know I had. Alright, let me grab, let's see, let me grab this guy. And get ready to dump him over here. Okay. Now, while we're waiting for the combine to fill, which the combine only has 25% in it, run this guy back over to the train station and get some canola out of there. But watch that price. If that price drops below the train station, I'll stop hauling it to the bakery. Well, let's see. What's today? Today is the 9th of January. We still haven't got our Christmas stuff down. We were late getting it up this year, and we've kind of been enjoying it. We haven't taken it down yet. We've taken some of it down. We took some of the stuff that was outside down, but we left the tree up. That's the pain in the butt, getting everything down. We gave up live trees many years ago. I'll tell you what, I gave up on live trees one time, in particular, that we got a tree and it costs a lot of money. Trees are expensive nowadays, not like they used to be. But we got a tree. It cost a lot of money, and we put it up, we decorated it, and we went to bed. The next morning when we got up, there was not one single needle on that tree. Not one. And the tree was brown, and the needles were all over on the floor. And we got that all cleaned up. We called the guy we bought the tree from. It was an actual tree farm business that is in our town. So it wasn't one that we bought in a Safeway parking lot like you used to do when you were a kid. As a matter of fact, we used to sell them for the Boy Scouts at Safeway parking lots and stuff like that. It wasn't one of those. This was an actual Christmas tree farm that we went to and bought it. We paid a good amount of money for it. So we called him up, and he apologized, all to heck. He said, I didn't know there was a problem. I had one shipment of trees came in, and the phone's been ringing off the hook all day. Every single tree off that one place that we bought these trees from had some kind of disease, and they just weren't any good. So he told us, he said, come on over. He says, I'll make it good for you. I'll get you another tree. So we went up there to his farm, and he had this beautiful tree. It was a lot bigger than the one we bought, and certainly worth a lot more money. And he had flocked it, and he gave us that tree because he felt so bad. It actually was the most beautiful tree we'd ever had, because normally we wouldn't have spent that kind of money on a tree. So it was a really nice Christmas. But after that, I think the next year it was that we went out and bought a fake tree. Now I don't, the trees that we've had, they have to look good. I won't go out and buy a fake tree that just really, really looks fake. So we put some good money in a phony tree because I want them to look good. I want them to look like a real tree at first glance. You can't really tell the difference, especially if you get enough decorations on it. But it was a very beautiful tree. And since then, we got a tree. I can't remember where we got it, but it had fiber optics woven through the branches of the tree, and the fiber optics had lights that came through it that would change colors. Of course, after a couple of seasons, that stopped working, and it's still a very pretty tree, but we just put enough lights and decorations on it that it looks good. All right, Brian, fill me up. Brian Wheeler on the combine. While we're waiting, let's check on that other rig. Oh, Craig Dodds is running this one. What did I get for money on it, I wonder? And what's the price doing? Is it remaining constant? By golly, it's up to $1,300. Maybe I should have waited. It's still going up. The little bit amount that I'm selling isn't really making too much difference with the price going up the way it is. Not really. Let's go get this over there so that when he comes back, he'll at least, well, he won't have a full load, will he? About a half a load, maybe. Not really. Close to it though. You know, sometimes you say things, you know, that off the top of your head, and you know they're probably not right. It's not accurate. People say, me included, a lot of things that aren't accurate. Every day, people say things that aren't accurate, whether they mean to or not. Most of the time, they don't really mean to. It's kind of like saying, oh my God, I looked outside and there was like 100 deer out there. Well, was there really? No, there were 3 deer. But it's just the way people talk. Now, here's the funny part. There are some people that take you like whatever you say is gospel, and it just makes me laugh because you'll say, oh my God, I came in the house, Carol, run out and look in the window. There's about 100 deer outside in the front yard, and there's always got to be somebody there that said, well, actually, there's only 3. Well, okay. Why do you feel the need to point that out when you know I'm exaggerating? Because everybody does it. But I love it when I do that kind of thing in the video and somebody else pointed it out to me. I try to take it. I try to laugh at it when they do, because I know sometimes they just can't help themselves. Maybe they've got a little bit of OCD. Maybe they just like to point other people's mistakes out to them because it makes them feel better. I don't know. But I usually take it with a grain of salt. Little things like that are funny. My other tractor's back, but he ain't full. He's waiting for more. I'm waiting for more. Let me check the growth rate on our field 14 down here. It hasn't changed. I didn't expect it to, but I'm kind of fighting for things to do. That's the problem with these small fields like this, is small farms. You're not always as busy as you are on the big farms. You know, some of those big farms I've played and am playing, and yeah, is amazing. There's always a ton of things to do, and you can't get everything done. These little bitty farms like this, I'm finding myself sitting here waiting for something to happen, so I've got something to do. Eventually, I'll have more than 3 fields, and well, I've got 4 fields now. I'll have more than 4 fields. Let's see if we can give that other tractor some stuff to haul. Okay, Brian, put your pipe out. Thank you, sir. I'm gonna get everything. All right, let me get out of his way. Now, since he's still in the middle of his route, I think he'll take this automatically when I dump it. We'll find out here. Because he's waiting for more. I can see that. Okay. Well, yep, he took it. Is he going to go with it? No, he's still waiting for more, I guess. No, he's going with it. Good, 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 good. I'll have to try to watch that and see how much money I make. I'm not making a killing. What's the price doing? Whoops, went the wrong way. There we go. $13.55 now. Let's run up and see how Field 5 is doing. He's still in the yellow stage for canola. Canola's a pretty plant until it ripens. Then it just looks kind of, you know, like any other grain. You go, Brian. Let's drop this. Not that. Let's drop that. And let's see here. Where's my cedar? Will this thing pull a cedar? Oh, whoops, sorry. Bumped him out of the road. Alright. Now, what should I go with now? More canola? Canola sells good. Well, I'm not quite sure what to do. I don't know if I'm going to do canola again, but I could do corn, but I don't have a corn header. I think I will do canola again. It's a pretty good crop. I don't need the straw right yet. Oh, combine's full. Sorry, Brian. Okay, now let's see. We've got it's set on seeding, and this is field number 1. So field 1 fertilizer right there. All right, must be down at the other end. Oh, what am I doing? This is not fertilizing. I meant seeding. Where did my mind go? Let's put this up in 1. And then I don't have a seed for this. I must have just hired a worker, which I'm going to do again. All right, let's see who we're working here. John Tice is working the field today. Let's see, how's he doing? Craig is still waiting for canola. Go give him a little bit. Whoa, I just barely missed that fence. Craig's waiting patiently. He's probably got a tuna fish sandwich in there he's eating. Tuna fish sandwich and a Pepsi. Alrighty then. Back up here and wait. Playing a waiting game. I still, every time I go by this truck, I think, oh my god, I hate this truck. It's pretty worthless. Why is it only doing a half a path there? Is it because... Is that how I started it? What? Why is it doing that? I mean, it's not like it's not a course play route. Does the hired worker not know how wide the piece of equipment is? See what happens when he gets to the other end. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That doesn't look good. It's still not doing a full row or a full width there. Isn't that weird? I think I did something goofy with that. All right, the Bison is at 66%. Let's jump up here and get what he's got. Okay, Brian, give me what you got. He's saying he should get back to work. He almost took off on me there. Equipment's all dirty. Farming's a dirty game there, I tell you what. Used to call them sod busters, I guess, in the old movies. Remember that? The old cowboy movies. Oh, you sod buster. Keep giving him a little bit of a little at a time, and he'll end up taking off with a full load sooner or later. Let's see how time is going here. Let's look at our field again. 15 is now in a different stage. Let's see if we can fertilize. I can't. I don't have a tractor. I'll have to wait. I don't have a spare tractor. That's just weird. He's not doing a full roll. Oh, I see what it is. I was going by the wheels. It's not the wheels. It's the plow thingy, my bobberdoodle. Right there. That's what it's going by. Well, that makes a little more sense. All right, I got you. I see. I see, said the blind man. Let's catch up with our combine. Pushing me a little bit. Brian, I'm coming in for some more canola. Don't mean to be pushy. I'm just trying to get it sold. Should check the price again. Don't turn, don't turn, don't turn. Don't turn. Don't turn, don't turn. He's going to turn. Ah, missed him. I didn't catch him. Whoa! All right, Brian. Don't mean to be pushy. I just want that guy to get back to work. I thought we'd whip this harvest out this episode, but not quite. But anyway, I think I am going to end the episode here. Hope you had fun. If you did, give it a like, share it with a friend. Subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see you back in South America in the next episode. In the meantime, happy farming.